Hey everybody, it's One After KJ here, and we are going to be doing a story time. Okay, that's going to be kind of weird, and that's
I don't have a chair.
The chair is... Where did the chair go? Go get a chair! Oh,
And the other half.
we're going to talk about how we met, you know, in advisory.
So I'm going to give my point of view. She's going to give hers. I barely remember.
You know, advisory is the only way we would have met. Interesting fact.
So she was late. But anyway, I got there. And I walk in. I thought I'm going to be like one of the first ones there, which is going to be embarrassing. It was more embarrassing because there's a circle of people staring at me. By the way, when you walk into your first day of middle school, here's what you expect. People sitting in desks, minding their own business. Here's what you do not
giving
expect.
a single F.
Here's what you do not expect when you walk into your first day of middle school. People sitting in a perfect circle, and the teacher's saying, "Come have a seat in the circle." And Miss Smith is standing at the door. And she goes, "Are you here for Miss Smith's advisory class, room 205? And I'm just kind of thinking, that's why I'm here.
That's why I'm here.
And I was like, yeah. I said it in an embarrassing way. I was like, yeah. I don't know how I said it, but I felt like it was embarrassing. And everyone's staring at me. I didn't know anyone there, so I had to just sit in a random place. There was like someone sitting here, a chair here, and someone sitting here. No, there's someone sitting here, chair, someone sitting here. I sat in the chair right in the middle. So there's a chair between the two people, me and the two people. That makes sense. Think about it. Pause the video and think. Just kidding. If you're gonna pause the video, you should be to, like, subscribe, comment.
Shut up. This is my own, and I'm...
Shameless promo.
Shame promo. Shame.
Anyway, I walk in and I sat there. And then and then the bell rang and I was like, okay, everyone's here. And then someone else walked in. So the first thing I think, because he walks in with a big smile on his face, and he didn't look shy. He just walked in with kind of like a smile. I was like, oh, I thought that you were such like kind of a shy, sweet kid. No, I find out at lunch. No. Then I was like, okay, well, no one else can possibly come now. And then a short little blonde walks in, who didn't have braces at the time. So a short little blonde walks in, and she goes, "What's your name?" And she's like, and Miss Smith goes, "What's your name?" And she's like, "Jenna." And she's like, "What was that?" And she's like, "Jenna."
I don't know why. Like, I guess I was kind of just like, Jenna?
So I go,
Okay. I didn't expect her to be like, "What's your name?" I was just like, okay. Like,
I think what I was thinking at the time is, okay, it's a girl named Jenna.
yes, that was my name. She asked my name. I'm confused as heck right now, because you'll learn later on when it's my turn to tell the story.
So, anyway, then she takes attendance. I think what happened is I went to sit by her, and this other girl who we were friends with at the time, who we became friends with at the time, we're going to call her Felicity, came and sat by us. I think that's how it went, how that went down. But anyway, so that happened, and we were talking. Glee sat by us. And we were talking about Friends. I said, like, my dream is, like, if they remake Friends to play Emma.
Oh, yeah. That was, like, a few days. That was, like, the second or third day when we already kind of became friends a little bit.
I think, yeah. I was like, that's, like, one of my dreams to play Emma. And we were just talking about who could play what. I was like, I think you could play Erica, you know? Like, Erica Jr.
Yeah, I could definitely.
And then, oh, my God.
It wouldn't be Erica Jr. because it's Erica Bing.
I remember I said this loud because he was sitting next to Alex, so I said it loud to get Alex's attention. So I was like, Blaine could play Ben. Yes. And they both just kind of looked.
Agreed. Like,
well, he could. So then I went to, this is when our friendship kind of stepped up. I went
to the next level, guys.
I went to La Costa. And this also comes in the story time that we did last time. I went to La Costa, and I was just doing this weird thing. I was bored, you know. I was just kind of bored, and I was texting. We had a group chat, me, her, and Felicity.
Because we literally.
So I texted them. It was like a root beer. I had a root beer, and I put the camera, if this is my root beer and my finger is the camera, I went like that.
I thought it was
And-
a trash bag.
Yeah, so I said, I think I said like $10 if you can guess what this is.
You remember just, what is this?
Yeah, and she goes a bag. So then we were really good friends.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, it was just, okay, so my
Felicity
side.
ended
Oh, yeah. Fine, I guess.
Felicity ended up kind of drifting from us.
Well, I drifted from her.
So we had no classes together. We had advisory and lunch, and that's it. So then,
And I wanted to sit by my friends at lunch.
second
No
semester.
offense.
Second semester.
Whenever I sit by you, you were reading Harry Potter. Cannot. That was true. Throughout the second semester, whenever I sat by you, were reading Harry Potter.
You came by when I was reading Harry Potter, and I was reading Harry Potter because I had no one to sit by.
And then I chose to sit by her, and she started reading, and she was
No,
just read
and
Harry
I put
Potter.
the book down.
No, you did not, you little liar. You read
Well,
it while
because you
talking
were-
to me.
Yeah, I can multitask.
This girl cannot multitask for her life.
I can't. But I'd have to read Harry Potter because no one stood by me, no one talked to me in line, and nobody sat by me at lunch.
She sits by us now. Don't think I'm a bad friend.
No.
She sits by my group
You
now.
just were a bad friend.
I got better. Okay, well, my side.
No.
No, Arena, I'm not done.
So our friendship really, I just need to say one last thing. Our friendship really stepped up second semester when she transferred into advanced drama.
We were already really, really
And
close
we were in
then.
second period.
But
and then we got closer.
Not being in, having always just this like dead space and not seeing each other and doing it just was just like, I wanted to, and wanting
And
to
we
sit
had
by,
like a routine.
others.
Like on Mondays, we would walk from advisory to advanced drama. Every
and
other
then
day
we'd walk to science. And
Yeah,
then
and we'd
separate.
walk to science. Liam would come catch up with us.
And then it would just be easy. It was something fun. And then we'd always be
And then
like,
what'd you have for third period?
and then I walked to math.
Yeah,
I walked to algebra.
Then we all walked out of the 200 building.
And
Me and
you
Liam went this
separated,
way, and
I
you went that
this
way.
Yeah.
And when we were,
And then I caught up
and
with
when
Jenny.
me and Liam were dating, you really didn't like that.
So, with me, my brother went to Sylvester 2 years before me. So I kind of knew the school, but not really, because my brother just showed me around. And it wasn't really where they're like, okay, so there. It was kind of just like, we're going over there. It was just kind of that. So I didn't really know the school. So I was with I had two friends, Nam and Jen. That's what I'm going to call you two. And they were from my elementary. And we were all planning to meet up. And me and Jen took the same bus. So, we didn't need to meet up. We were just going to meet up with Nam. And Nam, we never found her until after. So we're like, we don't know what to do. So we're like, okay. We're like, oh, we don't have advisory together. Because, we didn't really know about Illuminate that much at the time. Because we're like, we went from elementary that really didn't use it. So we didn't know we didn't have advisory together. And we were like, all sad. And we're like, oh, no. And we saw someone. And we're like, we thought that she was in 8th grade at the time. And I'm just going to call her Sum. And she was an 8th grader. She was a 7th grader. And when it all happened, she was just like, we're like, can you, where are we supposed to go? Because, we thought he was an 8th grader. It wouldn't make sense. And I was just like, so she was like, oh, Jen, you have advisory with me. So come with me. And so go over there. And it's just like, oh, Jenna, go over there. Or just said, you go over there. And I'm like, where am I going to go? And I went, oh, okay. And then I went, where am I supposed to go?
Yeah, actually, I didn't know where to go. And then my friend Mary, we were walking because she had advisory in the library.
Mm-hmm.
And she was, for some reason, walking in between the 200 and the 400 building.
Yeah.
She's walking there. And then I didn't know where to go. And then I saw 200 plastered on the side of the building. I was like, hey, maybe this is the 200 building. Let's see where this goes.
And then I went, and weirdly, the president of the school, I asked her. And, so I asked,
the ASB president last year?
yeah, the ASB president, I asked her, and I didn't know. She just kind of seemed like a friendly person who just seemed to, kind of helping people out. So I was like, oh, let me just ask her. I'm like, do you know where the 200 building? She's like, oh, so you said that building in there? Well, I just showed her the class. I'm like, where am I supposed to go? And it was like, oh, see the building right there? Go in it, and then it should be like halfway through it. And we're like, oh, okay. So when I walked in, you know, wait, what's her name?
ASB present last year?
No.
Oh, our teacher?
Yeah.
Miss Smith.
Oh, wait, Miss Smith, that's what we're calling her. I forgot. So Miss Smith was like, you know, asked me, like, what's your name? And I'm like, see, that's why I'm confused. I went through all, like, being confused or freaking with my classes, thinking I'm going to be late.
You were?
A whole thing. I was late. And okay, so when I first got into class, I saw Felicity. I was just kind of, like, looking around. And Felicity seemed like someone who was more of a rebel-ish, but not
And
over
she was?
10. And was more, so she was someone I was just like, oh. I'm like, you know, something that, I feel like she would have been more of like a, like, liked more of the things I like, because she's not more of like a tomboyish. So I'm like, oh, maybe. So I've tried to be friends with her first. And so we got partnered together and we had to answer the questions. And I was like, oh, do you like the color pink? Because I hated the color pink. And I'm like, please don't like the color pink. She's like, oh, yeah, I do, because they were asking me breast cancer. My mom had breast cancer. And I'm like, not a reason to like a color.
My mom had breast cancer.
Yes, but do you like the color pink because of that?
No.
Yeah. Sorry, I was mad because I don't like the color pink. So,
Well, I like pink and we're best friends.
I remember, and then you just kind of, we were in groups, and then you just kind of, I sat and I was trying to save a spot for Felicity. And you just sat at the other side. I remember that. And I'm like, oh.
Did you don't want me to sit there?
No, I was sitting for Felicity. I was trying to kind of be friends with her. She was the only kind of like friend at the time I had. So
But then
I
you
was
met
just
me.
yes, I did. When we asked, and then when we kept asking, we telling each other about like Friends and Glee. That's how we became friends, honestly. We're like, oh, you watch Friends? Oh, my God, you watch Glee? Like that's just kind of how.
Yeah, but Glee didn't want. This is gonna sound weird.
You didn't watch Glee
Glee-
until.
Glee didn't watch Glee until like second semester.
Yes, that's why. That's not how Glee. It's not how me and Glee became friends. And then so when and then, you know, Felicity joined back in and was just like, oh, hey. And then we all became friends. But, you know, you still freaking ditched me at lunch.
What? Who did I sit
Ditched
by?
me at lunch. I
sat by Andrea and Kimberly.
I don't know, but you ditched me. I always sat by, I sat by Izza. And so she kind of, weirdly, I was kind of scared because we had to get partnered up. And, no, it wasn't that you just had to took her spot. It was kind of like Felicity had to sit somewhere else. So I was just like, oh no, like. So I was just like, oh no, like what am I doing? And like you were just kind of like happy to sit by me, and I'm like, oh no.
So I was outgoing. I was like, hey,
I know.
look, this person.
I'm kind of glad you were now, but like I was just like, oh no, I'm meeting friends for me is hard. Okay?
Oh no, person.
Yeah, like I literally just
The
like.
power of Christ compels you.
And
Sorry if
then,
that offends anyone.
Sorry. It's just
Sorry.
like a little like joke that our friend does. After we made like the group chat and we became really, really close, but she was still kind of just like my friend in advisory, and I didn't really know her. I didn't know where this was kind of gonna like go, because I was just like you might just be my friend in advisory, and we might. And so when we got a class schedule, we looked and we're like, we have no classes together. Oh no, we have no classes together, and we were sad.
I remember distinctly we were talking about how we like to sing.
Yeah.
And you said, I cannot sing pop songs. And I had been listening to Taylor Swift, and I was like, oh, I can. And I started singing one. And looking back, I'm pretty sure it sounded awful.
I don't remember. I do remember saying I can't sing pop songs, which is kind of true. It depends on what type of pop song it is. We became friends in advisory, and, you know, honestly, we got really close this last year.
We did.
Which is kind of weird because
Here's, like,
we
me.
have no classes.
I am filming the outro now for this while editing because the outro that was in the video wasn't good. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video about how me and Katie became friends. And please like and subscribe and share it to your friends. Have a nice day. Bye.